Right. Back in the 80s, our local ABC affiliate would show movies on a program called The Award Movie. I'm not quite sure if any of these movies qualified as award-winning movies, but I do know that I enjoyed them greatly. Especially when they showed Godzilla versus the Bionic Monster.
Coming to you from parts unknown, it's Vance Capley talking comics, graphic design, and art. Sit back and enjoy tonight's episode. In the 1980s, the award movie would play Godzilla films over and over again. In fact, they aired Godzilla on Monster Island, Godzilla vs. Gigan, 2 weekends in a row. I could remember this because I thought they were showing a Godzilla movie I'd never heard of called Godzilla's Tower. And it was just the local TV station just changing the title to get the kids to come in and watch the movie the next weekend again. There were 3 movies that they would air over and over again, and these were Godzilla vs. Megalon, Godzilla on Monster Island, and Godzilla vs. the Bionic Monster. Now, according to various sources, cinema shares wanted a title related to the popular Bionic superhero shows of the time, The $6 Million Man and The Bionic Woman. So when they released Godzilla vs. MECHAGODZILLA in the United States, they changed the title to Godzilla vs. the Bionic Monster. Now, Universal Television sent a cease and desist letter to Cinema Shares, according to the article I read, and Cinema Shares scrambled and changed the title to Godzilla vs. the Cosmic Monster. This is the one I saw on TV as a kid. Now, it's loaded with special effects, action, and you have 2 monsters, Godzilla and King Seesaw, and of course the giant robot, MECHAGODZILLA. It was years later before I saw its sequel, Terror of MECHAGODZILLA, and I got that on VHS, and I rented it from the video shop, which is no longer around, sadly, in our area. But I eventually got it on DVD. Over the years, I'd read about a possible, or several possible sequels to the 70s era or Showa era MECHAGODZILLA films. One that I'd read about in a thread online was King Kong vs. MECHAGODZILLA. Now, I think about this time period, the American King Kong film, the remake of the 33 film, was happening, and I really doubt if Toho was going to get to do this. This was probably shot down in the thought process because they didn't have the rights to King Kong, so they couldn't do that. Now, when I recently read online that MECHAGODZILLA would possibly be in the new Godzilla vs. King Kong film, my imagination went wild. So I did this cool retro piece for a late 70s Godzilla King Kong film called War of the Kings. Check this out. I had a lot of fun designing this, and I tried to make it look like something you would find in like the late 70s. Took a couple of days to get it done too, so yeah. In my merch shop, in TeePublic. You can go down there and the link below, and you can see more stuff similar to this and this as well. So, MECHAGODZILLA is always cool to see on the screen. He returned in several films, including Godzilla vs. MECHAGODZILLA 2, 1993, Godzilla against MECHAGODZILLA 2002, and Godzilla Tokyo SOS 2003. Oh, and of course, he makes a super cool appearance in Ready Player One from 2018. If you dig MECHAGODZILLA, definitely you want to check out these the 90s films and the early 2000s films. But for me, growing up, that square Frankenstein-looking MECHAGODZILLA is absolutely super cool to me, and that's my favorite. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you, and God bless. Goodbye.